Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Rejoice Eagle Basketball. Tonight we have a matchup between Cascia Hall and your Rejoice Eagles. Starting off with the starting lineups for Cascia. We have Glisson, Weber, Rawler, and Rogers, as well as Gamble. And for the Eagles, it is Johnson, Carricker, Honeycutt, Eckel, and High School. Hopefully looking for a better result than the last time I was with you. I was unfortunately not able to make the victory games last week. But we're here tonight, and I am here to bring you guys all the action. And we are just about to tip off to kick off game number 1 of 2 on the evening. A little bit of a different lineup tonight for Rejoice. And here we go, folks. Eagles win the tip. Honeycutt retrieves it at the logo. Immediately getting over to Carricker. She's going to get them set. Quick dribble handoff over to Johnson. She's at the top of the key now, driving inside. Kicks it out to Eckel. 3-ball. No good. Short rebound. Taken away by Cascia. Retrieved again by Carricker. Her shot is tipped away. And it is just a car crash starting off this game. Honeycutt, 3-ball is up and no good, too strong. Rebound, Eckel stops. Elbow shot is no good. It is blocked. And it will go out of bounds and stay with the Eagles. A lot of hot potato being played early. Eckel to inbound here. Gets it into High School. Immediately goes up. Her shot is blocked. Retrieved by Honeycutt. Honeycutt driving inside toward the middle, scoops through, and the layup is good. It rolls in. Madison Honeycutt getting the Eagles started with her first basket of the night. Glisson now. Quick dribble handoff over to Rawler. Out of bounds off Carricker. Ball will stay with Cascia. Rogers to inbound. Gets it over to Rawler. Rawler's mid-range J, no good. Rebound Honeycutt. Eagles on the fast break now. Quick pass over to Eckel. Lost handle of it a little bit. Refs aren't going to call it a travel, though. Kicks it over to Johnson in the corner. Tried getting it inside to Honeycutt, but it was tipped away. And the ball will go out of bounds and go back to Cascia Hall. Glisson now to try to get something going here for Cascia. She's met by Honeycutt. Tried to get it into the high post, but it was tipped away, and the Eagles have it. Another turnover created by the Eagles. Carricker on the fast break drives through a sea of blue jerseys, and her shot is blocked. She wanted a foul, and the Rejoice faithful did as well. Glisson trying to get it inside, just not quite the accurate pass they were looking for, and that seems to be a trend for this team, and as it is another turnover, and the Eagles now are on the offensive again. Carricker swing pass over to Johnson. Corner 3 is blocked. Rawler able to tip that one away. Cascia on the fast break now, driving through. Shot is no good. Honeycutt has the top of the key. Ball screen from High School. Tried looking inside, didn't get it. Over to Eckel now, driving in the corner. Floater is up way too strong, no good. Rebound Cascia. Carricker's able to tip it away and create another turnover. High School driving inside. Foul and one. What a chaotic start it has been. But nonetheless, the Eagles have held Cascia scoreless in the opening couple of minutes of the contest. And High School makes the go-ahead free throw, 5-0 Rejoice. Glisson now at the logo. Dribbles around the arc. Honeycutt staying on her like glue. Kicks it over to Rogers. Left wing 3 is good. 5-3 now your score, just under 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Not a whole lot has really happened like traditionally for me to get an opinion. It's just been, like I said, a car crash with bodies flying everywhere. High school elbow jump shot, good. Sarah High School off to a tremendous start, 7-3 Eagles. Glissa now trying to get something going for Cascia. Inside, shot is up, and the foul will be called on Carricker. And that is going to send Gamble to the line. Some we really haven't seen all that much from the Eagles thus far. Very physical play to start this one. Gamble's free throw was no good. And she's going to come up empty at the line, though. It is rebounded by Cascia. And another turnover. Carricker tried getting it over to Eckel, but she was kind of bodied. The refs didn't call anything, though. She's got it at about the logo, swings it over to Johnson on the right wing. Tried getting it inside, did Eckel, but it was just a little too much, and Cascia is able to retrieve it, and now they are set on offense. Glisson being guarded by Honeycutt. Gets it over in the corner to Rogers. She's guarded by Carricker. Tried doing the give and go back to Glisson. And another loose ball. That one's going to go out of bounds and stay with Cascia.
Out of bounds. Possession will stay with Cascia Hall.
A lot of people thought that was off of Roller, but it is going to stay with Cascia. Glisson now off the inbound. She's guarded by Honeycutt, doing a tremendous job on her. Drives inside, too strong in the layup, no good. And look at that, Lila Carricker getting down there and getting tied up to create the jump ball. Did not allow Gamble to do anything second chance. Foul is going to be called almost immediately off the inbound. That's off of High School. High School wanted to travel. And I honestly kind of saw it that way as well. It didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact. Weber off the inbound now. She's guarded by Eckel. And Glisson now has it at the top of the key. Trying to create some sort of space. Swings it over to Weber. Weber now skip pass over to Glisson. Thought about taking the three. Decided against it. Step back J from the elbow. No good. Short. Rebound Rejoice. Honeycutt now. Quick pass over to Eckel, and it was off her foot. And the officials are a little bit late to call that one a kick ball, but nonetheless,
Ball will stay with the Eagles.
ball will stay with Rejoice. Eckel gets it into Carricker. Carricker driving inside, has that one tipped away by Glisson. Last touch by the Eagles. Looked like Roller might have mishandled that, but the officials saw it differently. Glisson now getting it into Roller in the high post. She stops. Free throw jump shot is good. 7-5, just over 3 to go here to start the first quarter. Johnson has it on the left wing. Swing pass over to Eckel. Left wide open. Three ball is up. It's going to rattle around a few times. High School able to get the second chance shot up, and she is fouled and will go to the line for a pair. You know, despite the low score, it has been a solid outing thus far for Rejoice. They've done a tremendous job on both ends of the floor, flying around, staying active. Quick feet, quick hands, creating a lot of turnovers off of Cascia's lazy possession of the ball. High School's going to split her time at the free throw line, going 1 for 2, 8-5 your score. Under 3 to go now here in the first quarter. Glisson now guarded by Honeycutt. She's on the far sideline, bringing it back up to the top of the key. Double ball screen for her, going nowhere really. Gives it over to Roller. She drives inside, tries getting it into Gilman. No good. Rebound Eagles. Honeycutt driving inside. Looks like they're going to call a blocking foul.
Fouls on Varsity at serve first.
Yeah, I don't know how you could have even called that differently. She didn't even have her feet remotely set. So the Eagles will get possession under the basket into Carricker. Foul and one. Lila Carricker coming off of that screen perfectly, getting the space she needed to get the shot up and create contact to go to the line. Substitution now for Cascia. Rogers is going to have a seat, and in for her will be Powell. Carricker too strong, but High School gets the go-ahead bucket to go. Eagles off to a great start, 7-point lead, 12-5 here in the opening quarter. Glisson driving inside, kicks it out to Powell, just checked in. She's guarded by Carricker. Weber now getting it over to Roller. She's on the far sideline, guarded by High School, drives baseline, kicks it out to Powell. Weber stops, left wing, three ball is good. 12-8 now your score, just under 2 to go. Carricker is going to be called with the double dribble. Wasn't really sure what all was going on there. Roller's going to have herself a seat, and checking in for Cascia will be Bodecker. Glisson now start the possession for Cascia. She's guarded by Honeycutt. Trying to put the moves on her. Honeycutt not having any of it. Getting it over to Weber, who gets it over to Powell. Powell tried this skip pass over to Bodemaker, but it was way too strong, and that goes into about the fourth row of the opposing set of bleachers. Just over 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Carricker now getting it inside quickly to Honeycutt. Stops, takes a power dribble, tries to create contact, and it is swatted away. But High School able to get the jump ball. So the ball will stay with the Eagles. Eckel to inbound. Tried getting it out to High School rather. Looked like Weber tipped that one away. Ball stays with Joyce. Eckel's got to get it in here, and she does barely to Cassidy Hurst, who has just checked in. Getting it back to Carricker. She's on the near sideline now. Just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. High ball screen from High School. Spinning around, gets it over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt now trying to draw the double team here. Driving inside. The idea was there. Hurst had positioning, but it just wasn't look like she was paying attention. And that ball sails out of bounds. Right idea, just wasn't executed to the full extent. Checking in for Cascia is Bond. Cascia needing a bucket here, 12-8, 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Powell has it on the far wing. Stops, elbow, jump shot is up. It's going to rattle around and stay out. No good. Rebound, Eckel. She's got it now for Rejoice. She's on the fast break, pushing the pace. Goes up way too strong there on the floater. And a jump ball, another jump ball is called. Physical play here to start this one.
Possession will go to Cascia.
Just under 30 to go here in the first quarter. Glisson's got it for Cascia. Almost met immediately by Honeycutt as she crosses midcourt. Powell flashes high post, or rather it was Bond flashing high post. Driving inside, kicking out. Back inside to Powell. The foul is called. She's able to draw the contact, and Powell will go to the line for a couple of free throws.
The fouls on number 40 for Rejoice, and that's her second. Team 35.
Third team foul for Rejoice to Cassia's 4. Feels like a lot more than that with bodies flying everywhere. Powell sinks her first free throw, and checking in for High School to give her a break will be Force. And Powell goes perfect at the line, knocks down her second one, bringing this to a 3-point game. 5 seconds to go. Rejoice needing a quick bucket for 3. Honeycutt stops. Floater is up. No good. Too strong. Rebound Cascia, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. It is 12-10 rather. Scorekeeper was a little bit late getting that one up on the scoreboard, but nonetheless, Cascia coming back down, facing a little bit of a deficit there. It is now 12-10 to end the first. And with that, we are going to And if you're just now joining us, welcome. And those who have been tuning in, welcome back. We are just about set to start the second quarter of action between Rejoice and Cascia Hall. Eagles leading this one after one, 12-10. They led by as many as 7 at one point. It's been a very physical affair to start this one. A lot of bodies flying everywhere, fouls being called, jump balls. Maybe things will get a little bit more cleaned up to start this one. Honeycutt will get her teammates started here in the offense. Hurst now has it at the high post, dribble handoff back over to Honeycutt. Mishandles it, but she is able to get it back. Swing pass over to Eckel on the right wing, driving inside toward the middle. Floater is up, no good. Rebound Force, she is triple teamed, and another jump ball is called. Out there for the Eagles is Force, Honeycutt, Carricker, Eckel, and Hurst. That is the lineup for the Rejoice Eagles. Glisson now. She's guarded by Honeycutt, not able to do much of anything so far. Honeycutt doing a good job on defense. High ball screen, stop, elbow, jump shot is up, and right as I say that, knocks in the mid-range J to tie this one up here at 12. Glisson's first points of the game. Swings it over to Eckel, does Honeycutt into short corner. Try getting it inside to Force. It's going to be a kick ball. Ball stays with Rejoice. Eckel getting a sense of urgency here. Inbounds it quickly to Carricker. She's met by Weber and Glisson. Able to get away. Floater is up and way too strong and not enough accuracy. No good off the left side of the backboard. Honeycutt was able to get the rebound, but she is fouled as she tried to make the skip pass back over to Eckel, who was wide open from 3. Second foul there on Glisson. Eckel gets it into Hurst, immediately getting over to Force. Far corner, 3 ball is up, no good, short. Rebound Roller. And Glisson now taking a more conservative approach, bringing it across midcourt. Dribble handoff quickly over to Weber. Tried looking inside to Gamble on the high post, but she advised against it. Forces a questionable shot, no good. Rebound, and the basket is good. That is Rogers. After taking a quick break, she's back in and making an impact, giving Cascia their first lead of the game, 14-12. And Glisson picking up her third foul will rightfully take a seat. Powell coming in for her. Honeycutt now has it, top of the key, driving inside, tried getting it into force. Retrieved by Honeycutt after the tip pass. And another foul is going to be called. That's going to be on Force. She got caught pushing. Weber now. She's guarded by Eckel, getting it across midcourt. High ball screen there from Rogers, driving left side. Stop, thought about taking the shot, tried getting it over to Gilman, but it is stolen by Eckel. Eckel now on the fast break gets it over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt driving inside, short corner, driving baseline again. Tried getting it over to Eckel, and I believe that bounced off the forehead or the shoulder or something of a Cascia player. Nonetheless, an Eagle turnover. Cascia has possession. Powell top of the key now. Stolen away from Hurst. Hurst now. Stop, swing pass over to Carricker. Three ball tipped away. Just a little slow on that release. And another jump ball is called. If you had $1 for every jump ball that's been called tonight, you could probably get yourself a decent meal from Whataburger or something like that. I'm hungry, I apologize. Eckel off the inbound corner, three ball, no good. Rebound Honeycutt, inside too strong. Tries getting her own rebound, but Weber is able to beat her to it. And despite the double team, able to get it outside. Rogers now having to bring it up rather quickly as it felt like they were back in the backcourt for what felt like a minute. Weber gets it over to Powell. And a foul is going to be called on Honeycutt. That's her first, nothing to be too alarmed about. Gilman off the inbound, or Gamble off the inbound rather. Swings it over to Rogers, her three-pointer is no good. Rebound Rejoice, couple of bodies on the floor, and yet again another jump ball is called. Make that 2 meals now from Whataburger you could likely get with the amount of jump balls that were called if you had $1. Powell to inbound. She's got it, driving short corner, tried kicking it outside to Weber, but it is another Cascia turnover. Carricker on the fast break, stops, floater from the free throw line is good. Lila Carricker getting her 4th point tonight, tying it up here at 14. Good slip inside, lost her footing. Officials didn't call it, but they are going to call a foul. Unsure if that was on Force or Honeycutt. They're going to say it's on Force. That is her second. So with that, Bodecker will go to the line for 2. She knocks down her first one. Or rather, that is Gamble. It's hard to tell with these numbers. And Gamble rattles her second free throw in. She goes 2 for 2, 16-14 your score, just under 4.5 to go here in the first half. Carricker dribble handoff over to Eckel. High pressure defense from Cascia now. A little bit more of an intense look. Honeycutt drove inside, tried getting the floater off, but it was tipped away. And Coach Grilling's going to call a timeout. Just under 4.5 to go, like I said, here in the first half. Not entirely sure how long the timeout's going to be, but nonetheless, I'll stay with you and talk. It's only going to be for about 30 seconds. Well, like I said, it's been a car crash. It's been a lot of bodies flying everywhere, a lot of turnovers, a lot of physical play. And we see now here to close out the first half at least, Cassia's ramped up their pressure. They were normally letting Rejoice cross half court, but now it's like the minute they cross that mid-court line, they're there to meet them and trap them and play that high-pressure defense that they've been known to play for the past several years. So obviously if you're a Joyce, you're going to need to have a lot of off-ball movement, a lot of screens to create space and make Cascia pay for over-gambling and over-committing to a lot of things that, you know, can result in several easy baskets for players like Hurst, High School, Honeycutt even, or even Carricker, because she's been known to slip and slide through the defense and get a basket for herself inside. Eckel to inbound off the timeout, gets it into Honeycutt. Thought about taking the shot, kicks it out to Hurst. Left wing three from her, no good, too strong. 2-on-1 fast break look now. Carricker able to even that one out quickly. She got back rather fast. On the floor, foul is called. Foul's going to be on Eckel. That's her first. Off the inbound roller, short corner jump shot is no good. Rebound Eagles. Honeycutt gets it over to Eckel, left wing, three ball is up and good. Taking the lead back by one, 17-16, just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Eagles have the lead. Weber now putting the moves on Carricker, driving inside, kicks it quickly out to Roller. She drives inside, had the look. Honeycutt trying to get the reach around steal, but she is going to be called for contact, and that will be her second foul. And Roller clanks the first free throw off the back iron, no good. Who breaks 21st, folks? And coming up empty at the line is Roller, so the score will stay 17-16. Eagles on the fast break. Honeycutt thought about taking the three, driving inside. Floater is up, no good, too strong. A good look, though. And a foul's going to be called on the floor. And that one's going to go on Honeycutt, very quickly picking up 2 fouls, making it 3 on the game. Roller back at the line, hoping to have a better result than the last trip. Already looking better. She is 1 for 1 on this trip here to the line. 17 all your score. Unable to go perfect at the line. She misses the second one, so the score will stay 17 apiece with just over 3 to go here in the first half. Eckel, short corner jump shot is good. And it looks like substitution was quickly made, or a timeout was called. Believe it, yes, it was a timeout. Wasn't entirely sure what the whistle was. I thought it was a timeout, but they were sure taking their sweet time to let everybody know what it was. 19-17 your score in favor of Rejoice. Just a couple of minutes left here in the first half. Like I said, it's been a back and forth affair. Physical play on both ends, for both teams rather. I think this one's going to come down to just who wants it more down the stretch, because this has turned into a track meets of sorts with the multiple turnovers, and the lazy passes are creating these fast break opportunities for both teams. But the last thing you want to do here in the first half, especially if you're someone like Honeycutt who has been checked out, the lineup to close out this first half is likely going to be Carricker, Eckel, Hurst, Johnson, and Force. But if being in foul trouble, Force has a couple of fouls herself, it would be really it would not be good if she were to pick up a third one here before halftime, because then you got to conserve her minutes, and she's a crucial piece of this rotation of players. So with just about 3 minutes to go here, just play conservative, play smart, don't get over aggressive, but also don't take your foot off the gas, because you can bait these girls into making a mistake. Weber swing it over to Roller in the high post. Stops, turns around, fading away. It is no good. Rebound Hurst. Carricker slow to get up there for Rejoice. Johnson now waiting for Carricker to get back, and she does. Tried getting it in the high post to Hurst, but that one is tipped away. Retrieved by Cascia Hall. Bodecker swings it over to Weber. Weber has it top of the key, dribble handoff over to Rogers. She is guarded by Eckel. Back over to Roller inside, and the basket is good. Bond able to get the basket to go to tie this one up at 19 apiece. Carricker has it now at the logo. Swings it over here to Johnson, who gets it over in the short corner to Force. She is triple teamed. Back out to Johnson, over to Eckel, back to Carricker on the left wing, driving inside toward the middle, no good. Rebound Cascia, under 2 to play now. Roller driving inside, taking her time, not wanting to do anything too crazy. Blocked away by Eckel. A great defensive showing to start this first half. Johnson's right wing three, no good. Carricker able to get it off the rebound. Her floater is no good. Tipped away and will go out of bounds off of Carricker. Substitution will be made. Sarah High School, after taking a reasonable break, is back in. She'll come in for Hurst. Roller getting it into Bond. Under 90 seconds to play now here in the first half. Weber high ball screen there from Rogers on the left wing now. Skip pass over to Roller, stops, takes a dribble, kicks it over to Rogers. Corner three is up, no good. Rebound, Bond's second chance basket is good. 21-19 Cascia. Eckel getting it back to Carricker. Kind of playing patty cake with the ball now. Swings it over to Force, short corner, jump shot, no good. That one's blocked by Bond. And Roller able to tip that one off of, I believe it was High School. Ball will stay with Cascia. Ideally not the way you'd want to close out this first half, so hopefully the Eagles able to get a quick stop and score. Carricker there to meet Weber. Weber trying to create some space, able to get a little bit, swings it over, getting it inside to Bond. And a double dribble is called. Under 30 seconds to go now. Rejoice likely going to be taking the last shot here. High School now, high post driving inside on a sea of blue jerseys. That one is taken away by Weber. And a foul is going to be called. That one's going to be on Carricker. That's only her second. But that will be sending Weber to the free throw line to extend this lead by 2 possessions. And Weber is unable to convert on her first free throw, so at most it will be a 3-point game with just a little over 10 seconds to go in the first half. And Weber knocks down her second free throw. 10 seconds to go now. 22-19 Cascia. 9 seconds. Carricker needing it to get across. Over to Johnson on the near sideline. 5 seconds now. She's double teamed. It is stripped away by Bodecker. Getting it over to Bond. Shot is up and no good, so the score will stay the same, 22-19. It's been a solid start for Rejoice. If they can just do a few little minor cleanups with their, their passing, their handling of the ball, and just not panicking, they will be more than set going into the second half. It is a one-possession game. You held them to barely over 20 points. You have plenty of time left. So with that, we are going to take a short Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Game 1 between Cascia and Rejoice. 22-19 is your score. Hopefully the second half will be a little bit more well-kept and clean. Not as much of a demolition derby, more so just a fluid offense ran by Rejoice. Carricker on the far sideline. Quick dribble, tried getting it over to Echo, tried getting it inside to High School. That's going to be a turnover. Roller able to get it for Cascia, getting it over to Glitson. She stops, pops, transition. Three ball is up and good. 25-19 now your score. Carricker and Rejoice looking to respond, get their first points of the second half. Force in the far corner, getting it back over to Carricker. Carricker guarded by Weber. Back over to Force in the corner. Three ball is up, no good. That one looked solid from the corner, but it just did not get the bounce. Glisten now. Quick dribble handoff over to Roller. Roller has it, swings it over to Weber. Weber kicks it over to Glisten. She's driving inside. Bringing it back out. She's guarded by Honeycutt. Glisten driving inside, gets the step and finishes over High School. Tough basket. Glissen's got 5 quick points to start the second half here. She's got 7 on the night. Carricker swinging it over to Eckel. Over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt driving inside. Floater is up and no good. Rebound Cascia. They have the numbers advantage here on the fast break. Driving inside. Looked like a misstep. Lost the ball and tried saving it, but it inadvertently bounced it off of Weber's leg. So the ball will go back in possession of Rejoice. Carricker now at the controls for Rejoice. High post now is High School. Takes a few power dribbles, and she's going to draw the foul and go to the line. Oh, they're going to call him on the floor. Looked like she was in the act of shooting, but, you know, that's, again, probably why I'm up here and not down there calling this game. Eckel to inbound. Gets it over to Honeycutt. Driving inside toward the free throw line. Picks up her dribble. Skip pass over to Eckel. Met by Glisten. Tried getting it over to High School. Not as accurate of a pass as she probably would have liked, but Honeycutt able to retrieve it, stepping through and gets the floater to go. Honeycutt now has 4. Rough offensive showing for her tonight so far. Hopefully that is subject to change. 27-21 your score, 5.5 to go here in the third. Glisten stops, pops, no good. Solid look there though from her. Eagles now on the fast break. Carricker swings it over to Honeycutt at the top of the key, driving inside, steps through over to High School, and she's going to get the basket to go. And this might be the spark that Rejoice needs to go on a little bit of a run here. Glisten driving on Honeycutt, no good. Tried drawing contact, officials didn't see it. Honeycutt now, not about the volleyball line. Going back and forth on Weber. Getting it over to Carricker now. Drives and her floater is good. And just like that, Rejoice has cut this lead down to 2, 27-25 with about 4:38 to go here in the third. Glisten now, dribble handoff over to Weber. Carricker doing a good job staying on her. Is going to tip it away, but ran out of real estate, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Checking in for Lexi Johnson is number 12, Cassidy Hurst. Roller off the inbound. She's guarded by Hurst. Driving inside. Foul is going to be called. She will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Foul's going to be on Hurst. That's her first foul, but nothing to be too alarmed or concerned about. Roller able to knock down her first free throw, 28-25 now. And the second one rattles in and out, no good, with a little bit of help from the students section. Eagles now on the fast break. Honeycutt driving inside, steps through and gets the tough basket to go. Madison Honeycutt has cut this lead down to 1, 28-27. Listen now. Trying to drive on Honeycutt, kicks it out to Weber. Corner three is up, no good. Rebound Hurst. Oh, and Carricker tried getting it over to Honeycutt. It was intercepted by Glisson, and she's getting the tough basket to go. 30-27 now. Carricker not making the pass she needed to there on that last possession. Honeycutt, left wing three ball, got it! And we are tied up here at 30 with just under 3.5 to go here in the third. Back and forth these teams have gone. Dribble handoff over to Weber. She's trying to respond with a three of her own, not even close. Air ball. They're trying to discuss if the ball was tipped. I didn't see it that way. And they're going to overturn that with a meeting of boos from the Rejoice faithful. They're going to say that was tipped away. Ball will stay with Cascia. Rogers to inbound. And ball doesn't lie. Eagles able to create another turnover. 2-on-1 here. Honeycutt driving inside, steps through. No foul is called despite there appearing to be quite a bit of contact. Eckel now to inbound, getting it over to High School. Ball is tipped away, retrieved by Cascia. Another turnover for Rejoice. Roller gonna get called with the travel, picked up her feet. It is a Cascia turnover. You know, if you combine the turnovers and jump balls together, you would probably have more than each team does have points. It has just been a carnage, is one way to describe this one. Rogers gonna get called for the foul. She's in disbelief despite these girls whacking the, daylights out of some of these Rejoice players and getting away with it. Honeycutt gets it off the inbound. Skip pass over to Carricker, thought about taking the three ball, driving inside. Floater is up, no good, just a little short. Trying to get her own rebound, and she's getting tied up with Glisson. I don't know if an elbow was thrown or what, but Carricker going to get up rather quickly. Going to get Carricker with the foul. That's her third. Looks like a timeout is going to be called. Or something. I'm not entirely sure what these officials are discussing. I don't know if they're discussing if it was free throws or who has possession, if it was a jump ball or what. Looks like a technical foul is going to be called. That one is going to be on Glisson, so that will send Carricker to the line for a couple of free throws. I mean, rightfully so. That was an incredibly aggressive play on the ball. It was completely unnecessary. But, Rejoice was rewarded with it. Like I said, this game has been incredibly physical. And Carricker unable to convert on her first free throw. Score stays 30 apiece. And she's able to knock down the second one, 31-30, with 2.5 to go here in the third. Eagles will get possession with that technical foul. And Glisson is going to have herself a seat. That was, I believe, her 4th foul. Carricker now getting it off the inbound. High School tried setting her a screen, didn't go for it. Dribble handoff over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt driving inside. She's double teamed, skips it over to Eckel. Left wing 3-ball is up and good! Cannot leave her alone. Eckel knocks down her second 3-ball of the night. Cascia looking to respond. Powell driving short corner, stops, blocked by High School. And that's got to go off of Cascia there. And the refs will agree for once on that one that it was tipped off of a Cascia player. A great hustle play there from High School. 34-30, under 2 to play here in the third. We still got another quarter of ball left to play, folks. Eckel has it on the near side, or on the far sideline, dribbling back over to the near now. Carricker, double teamed, loses the ball, gets it over to Honeycutt, who gets it over to Hurst to get the wide open basket to go. 36-30 your score. And despite a little bit of adversity, Rejoice has clawed back into this one and now has a 36-30 lead with 1:37 to play here in the third. And I don't know what else to say. Like I said, this has been a car crash, demolition derby, Royal Rumble, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But, I mean, bodies are flying everywhere. Fouls are getting called. Technicals are now being handed out. It's been an incredibly physical game. This feels like I'm watching a rugby match or something. I mean, bodies are flying everywhere. But nonetheless, Rejoice is getting the better hand of this demolition derby, leading 36-30. A minute and a half to play here in the third. Extending that lead to 6, with Cassidy Hurst getting that wide open look on the far block. Weber to bring it up for Cascia. She's going to be met by Carricker. Almost got a high ball screen there from Bond, but Weber picked up her dribble. Dangerous pass over to Rogers. Eckel on her. Rogers tried getting it over to Powell, who was guarded by Honeycutt, trying to get fast hands there. Skip pass over to Weber. Corner 3-ball is up. No good. Rebound Rogers. Looked like she traveled there. Refs didn't see it that way. Roller's going to step through and get the basket to go. 36-32 your score, under a minute to play now in the third. Carricker now gets it over to Hurst. High ball screen from High School. They're going to call an illegal screen on High School. I didn't see her step out or do anything out of the ordinary. I'm not entirely sure what the official saw on that one. Maybe she dragged a foot or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But it looked like she was rather set. 44 seconds to go here in the third. Weber bringing it up for Cascia. And she's going to get called with the travel. Ball doesn't lie, I guess. Several of those moments have happened tonight. Both teams struggling to retain possession of the ball. 40 seconds now in the third. Carricker bringing it up. She's going to be met by Weber at about the logo. And a dangerous pass is able to be picked up by Honeycutt. Driving inside, slips it over to High School. Contact, no foul. Rebound, foul's called there. And High School's going to go back to the line for a pair of free throws. High School having herself a solid night. She's in double figures. She's got 10. Looking to get that up to 12. And unfortunately, that one's going to rattle in and out, no good. Score stays 36-32. High School able to knock down her second free throw, 37-32, 5-point Eagle lead, 25 seconds to go here in the third. Powell slowly bringing it up. Obviously, Cascia going to be taking the last shot of this possession if they can hang on to the ball, that is. 10 seconds to go now. Powell, high ball screen there from Bond, driving inside. Shot is up, not even close. Rebounded Bond. Honeycutt able to get her hand on it. 2 seconds now. Half court heave is up. No good. Solid defensive stand, though, there at the end for Rejoice. They will lead this one going into the fourth, 37-32. And you got one more quarter left. This is when it matters. The other 3 quarters, it doesn't matter how you play, doesn't matter how you performed offensively, defensively, it doesn't matter. It's these final few minutes here in the fourth. It's cliche as it sounds. This is, where it all matters. This is, where girls become women, boys become men here in the fourth quarter. And if you're Rejoice, you're going to want to play incredibly patient. You have a 2-possession lead. No reason to make these lackadaisical passes. A lot of passes I'm seeing. Cascia's doing a good job keeping fast hands, getting their hands up, and several Rejoice players have been throwing it directly at the hands of these Cascia players when they can easily ball fake high and pass low, because Cassia's playing incredibly straight up. They're not really playing down in a defensive stance. They're really just trying to use their size to their advantage, because Rejoice is running a little bit of a smaller lineup for the most part. When Honeycutt, Hurst, and High School are out there, that helps. But, for the most part, it's, 3 really small guards and then Honeycutt and High School. But as I say that, Coach Greenland's going to have a little bit of a more balanced lineup out there. It's Honeycutt, Hurst, High School, Eckel, and Carricker. And for Cascia, it is going to be Glisson, Weber, Glimmin, or Gamble. I have not gotten that name right so far. Glisson driving inside. Her shot is up and no good. Inside, basket's good. Madison Honeycutt now in double figures. She has 11th, 7-point Eagle lead now. Glisson now top of the key. She's had a solid night. She's got 9. Getting it over to Roller, driving short corner. She's met by Hurst. Foul's going to be called on Hurst.
Foul's number 12 for Rejoice. That is her second.
Rogers to inbound. Getting it inside to Glisson now. Immediately trying to get it back out to Rogers. Trying to get out of this predicament they've put themselves in, and they do. Driving inside. Gamble swings it back outside to Rogers. Her 3-ball rattles in. 39-35 now your score. 6:56 to play in the contest. Eckel thought about taking 3 of her own, advised against it. Another risky pass. Glisson able to retrieve it, though, on the fast break. Gets it over to Weber, and her shot, no doubt about it, left wide open. 39-37 now your score. And again, a foul is going to be called on Weber.
Number 13. That's her first.
Weber's first foul. Tried getting it into the short corner, the short post did Carricker. And a foul is going to be called on Carricker, and Glisson's going to go to the line. I didn't really see contact. And the Rejoice faithful agrees. Obviously, there's a little bit of bias there, but I don't think that's a foul you really can call. Well, nonetheless, Glisson to take the lead for Cascia. Going to rattle in her free throw. 40-39 is your score. Like I've been saying, if you're Rejoice, just slow down, play conservative. You had the lead. You had a multiple possession lead. Honeycutt driving inside. Her shot's no good. Retrieved by High School. Foul is called, and she will go back to the line for a couple of free throws. 3 things are for sure in life: taxes, death, and Sarah High School getting to the free throw line. Knocking down her first free throw to tie this one back up at 40. She's got 12. Checking in for the Eagles, it is Force and Johnson. Eckel and Carricker will have a seat. High School unable to go perfect at the line, 1 for 2. Ball's going to go off of Carricker. Cascia's ball. 6:12 to go here in the game. Glissa now at the controls for Cascia. High post look, try to get it into Roller, mishandles it. Hurst meeting her, driving inside, loses her footing, tried putting something up. Goes off of Roller, and it will go back to Rejoice. Honeycutt now running the 1 for the Eagles, with Carricker taking a seat. High School high post, slipping inside is Force, getting it over to Honeycutt, and the basket's good. Madison Honeycutt able to take the lead for Rejoice, 42-40. She's got 13. Glissa now trying to respond, drives inside, too strong, no good. Hurst didn't put enough on it. Travel is not called. Looked like she lost her footing, did Glisten. But I don't believe there was really an official there to call it in position. The closest ref was facing, I believe it was Honeycutt or Hurst's backside, so not able to see Glisten mishandle her feet. Rebound Johnson. Double dribble is called on Johnson. Battle of the turnovers here in the 4th. Bond checking in for Cascia. Roller will have a seat. Just over 5 to play here in the game. Glisten at the top of the key now. Guarded by Honeycutt. Fakes the dribble handoff, driving on the near sideline. Try to get it inside. Travel is going to be called on Bond. She is not able to keep her footing either. Less than 5 to go now here in the game. 42-40 your score in favor of Rejoice. They have possession. Honeycutt getting it inside to Johnson, who tried going up immediately, blocked away by Gamble. Driving inside on the fast break. That one's blocked away by Hurst. Never mind. It's going to be a foul on Hurst. Late whistle. It's been a trend so far tonight. Knocking down her first free throw. Here's Gamble. Going 1 for 2. 42-41 your score. Force on the fast break now for Rejoice. Dribble handoff over to Honeycutt. She is double teamed. Another foul is going to be called. This game has been going on for quite some time, folks. Going to get a little bit of a later start to the boys' game than imagined. Forced to inbound. Getting it to Honeycutt, stops, takes the shot, no good, missing it left. Bond getting it over to Glisten. She's driving on the fast break now. Going inside, Honeycutt guarding her. Rogers, 3 ball is up, not even close. I knew that was short. Rebound, Honeycutt, foul is going to be called. It's not crazy to say this game would have been over or been a little bit closer to being finished if there weren't a million fouls called on both ends. Honeycutt off the inbound. Just a little over 4 to play here. Carricker on the left wing, getting it inside to High School. She tried going up with it. A solid defensive stand there by Cascia. Roller able to tip it away, getting it over to Bondage. She gets the fast break bucket to go, 43-42. Eagles needing to respond and respond quickly. Inside to Hurst, a little too much mustard on it. Sails out of bounds, does force his pass. Ball goes back to Cascia. Listen now, top of the key. Taking it over to the far sideline, coming back to the neutral ground. She is guarded by Honeycutt. 3.5 to go here in the game. Puts a crossover on her, driving inside. Contact is there. Foul will be called. Believe they're going to get forced with that one. And they will. That is her third.
Team 4 foul. Number 0.
And Glisson laces her first free throw.
Number 5. Eckel checking in for Rejoice.
Eckel checks in for Force. You know, you got to think Force will be back in there for defense at some point in the next 1.5 minutes or so. Glisson's free throw misses short. Cascia able to rebound it. And Roller loses her footing and will lose the ball, you know, doing a double time there. Falls out of bounds. Ball goes to Rejoice. Timeout is going to be called.
Timeout, Rejoice.
42-44 your score. Just a little over 3 and some change left in the game. Whew. It's coming down to the wire, folks. It's going to be decided by, you know, who wants it more, who's able to play a little bit cleaner of basketball, because let's just face it, neither team has done a tremendous job protecting the basketball and, you know, really running much of an offense. It's really just been quick ball screens, lower your head, drive inside, try to create contact, and these refs sure are happy with their whistle. So, you know, they're going to be really quick to call those fouls. So, you know, if you're Rejoice, you're down 2, create a little contact, get a little physical, lower the shoulder. I haven't seen the IQ be there for Cascia to willingly take a charge or anything. So, you know, get in there, try to create a little bit of contact. These, like I said, these refs are happy with their whistles. They will likely call anything inside if you throw your body around a little bit. All right, folks. 42-44, Cascia.
Rejoice 42, Cascia Hall 44.
Can Rejoice put a bow tie on this one? Eckel to put it back in play. Carricker just checking back into the game now. Swinging it over to her. She takes a quick 3-ball, no good. Missed it, a little long rebound. Honeycutt double teamed by Rogers and Roller. Foul is going to be called. What did I tell you? Believe they should be in the bonus, and yes, Honeycutt will go to the line.
Fouls on number 23 for Cascia. That is her third team 5th foul. Number 10.
Third foul on Roller. Honeycutt knocks down her first free throw, cutting the lead down to 1. And you bet she knocks down both free throws, tying this one up at 44 with just over 3 to play. And Honeycutt meets Glisson at the top of the key now. The defense chant, shouting throughout Rejoice Arena. Getting it over to Rogers on the right wing. Ball screen for her. Weber thought about taking a 3. Drives inside. Floater is up. Not enough. Rebound Hurst. 2.5 to play now. Honeycutt has it at the top of the key. Swings it over to Hurst. High post now to High School. Swings it back over to Eckel. Wide open. She's knocked down a couple. No good. Missing it short. Cascia on the rebound. 2:12 to play.
Timeout. Cascia Hall. It's a full.
And Coach Nick Wood not liking what he saw, and he's going to call a timeout with just over 2 remaining here. Score is still 44 apiece. Rejoice has 3 timeouts, Cascia with 2. So, you know, if Rejoice gets a bucket, I don't think Cascia calls a timeout. I think anything under 2 minutes, or not under 2 minutes, but maybe under a minute 45, minute 30, something like that, they're going to start getting desperate with those timeouts. And one thing I've, stressed, and you guys have heard me, say this millions of times, but there's no shot clock. Take your time when you have possession. There's no reason to force a pass, force a shot that's not there. You have plenty of time. Obviously, if you're wide open, let it fly. But, with there not being any shot clock, you got to take full advantage of that and milk every last bit of it. And if that means maybe going into overtime, you go into overtime. But if, I'm Rejoice, I would, and I'm Coach Greenland, I'm telling, my girls to take a conservative approach. Cascia will mess up at some point. They will give you the ball back. Galissa now on the far sideline, guarded by Honeycutt. Joyce staying in a man look, high ball screen there. Didn't use it properly. Swing pass over to Rogers in the corner. She's met by Eckel. Back over to Glisson. Coach Wood signaling, getting his girls set. Minute 47 to play. Glisson shot way too strong. Ball is loose. Carricker's going to fall on it, tried to get it out. Eckel's able to retrieve it. 3-on-1 look here. Eckel stops. Shot is up. No good. Rebound. Honeycutt stops. Thought about taking the shot. Hurst's free throw line jump shot is no good. Rebound. Honeycutt again. Swings it over to Hurst. She is open. Loses the ball. Still in play. Swings it out to Eckel. 3 ball is up. No good. Rebound Cascia. Got to get back on defense. Minute 14 to play now. And you've got to think Cascia might milk as much as they can to see what look they can get and possibly call a timeout here. Glisson driving inside on Honeycutt. Picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Gamble, and she knocks down the jump shot. 46-44 timeout is called. And Gamble, who's not really been much of a factor here tonight, knocks down a clutch basket down the stretch under a minute to play now to give her team the 2-point lead.
It's a 30-second timeout.
This is a tough spot. You're under a minute to play now. You have a couple of timeouts left. But how conservative is too conservative? Like, I obviously said you need to play a little bit conservative, but how much is too much, right? I would hold it. No, forget that. I would try to score quick because then you give Cascia more time for them to dribble the ball around and make these lazy passes that they've made all game, and you have a chance to intercept those passes. Honeycutt to bring it up for the Eagles. 50 seconds to play now. She's going to be double teamed by Weber and Glisson. Driving inside, steps through, gets it over to High School. High School's shot is up, no good. Players on the ground, and Glisson on the fast break stops. Foul is going to be called. She will go to the line for 2. And you got to think Glisson, she's done a solid job at the line tonight. Is that the last opportunity you have? Was that your best look? Because High School, it was there. The shot was there. The look was there. Ooh, making it interesting. Glisson misses her first free throw. Best case scenario, it is a 3-point Cascia lead after this one. And that is the worst way to go at the line. 0 for 2, 46-44 your score. 30 seconds to play. Honeycutt stops. Fast break 3 is up. Got it! Madison Honeycutt knock it down, the three ball down the stretch. 23 seconds to play, 47-46 your score. 20 to play now. Likely a timeout will be here. Glisson takes a three of her own, not even close. Ball is loose, rebounded by Roller, and a timeout is called. Coach Nick Wood did not like that look at all. 11.1 to play. Eagles have a 1-point lead, 47-46. And those missed free throws come to be crucial for Cascia. Not even just Glisson's right there. They've gone 1 for 2, 0 for 2 several times here tonight. And with that, they have allowed Rejoice to stay in this game. I mean, obviously it's been back and forth. It's not like Cascia or Rejoice really has been in complete control of this game. It's been pretty back and forth, but you got to think how, big those free throws, how big of a difference those free throws make, obviously, you might be leaving up to 10 points on the table. And with that three ball, Honeycutt is just shy of 20 points. She's got 18 tonight. High school's got 12. Hurst has 2. Eckel has 8. Carricker was 7. Glisson, the leading scorer for Cascia. She's got 13. Gamel's got 5. Weber has 8. Roller with 6 and Rogers with 8. So a pretty balanced scoring attack from Cascia. And high school will have a seat. It will be force out there for defense, like I said. 11.1 to go. And Cascia is going to call their final timeout. Got to be on the edge of your seat now, folks, right? No timeouts left for Cascia. Rejoice with 2. 11 seconds, and Cascia has it on their end. Plenty of time to draw something up and get a quick basket. You don't need a 3. So if you're Rejoice, you got to play solid on the perimeter and inside. Do not foul. These refs are incredibly whistle happy. Do not gamble. Rely on that help defense. If you get burnt or blown by, rely on your help. Do not commit a stupid foul. 47-46 now, 11.1. This is where it's all come down to. Inbound, it's mishandled. Ball is loose, 7 seconds to go now. Shot is up and no good. Rebound. Weber's trying to step through, running out of time. And Rejoice escapes with the win. 47-46. Weber just not aware of how much time was left. And the clock hits triple zeros, awarding the victory to Rejoice. A solid effort. A back and forth affair, a physical game from both teams. Both teams did a solid job capitalizing on the other's mistakes. A great effort from Rejoice, and they are rewarded with a 47-46 win behind an 18-point performance from Madison Honeycutt and that clutch 3 ball to win it down the stretch. So with that, folks, we are going to take a short break, and I will be back with you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of our matchup between your Rejoice Eagles and the Cascia Hall Commandos. Starting the lineup for Cascia, it is Walker, Burris, Lowe, Duffy, and Criddle. And for the Eagles, no surprise, it's Price, Catron, Blake, Okafueze, and Nero. Rejoice obviously looking to expand upon this little bit of momentum they've been on. They've won 4 of their last 5. I was unfortunately not able to be at the victory game. That was a thriller. Winning games over Lincoln, Holland Hall. No doubt they can compete against a top 5 team like Cascia. We are set to get this one underway. Cascia, the number 3 team in the state for 3A classification. Rejoice, obviously, number 8 in 2A classification. So both teams are ranked in their respective classes. Top 10 in their respective classes. Cascia, obviously, top 3. And here we go. Price able to retrieve it and quickly goes up for a layup. No good. Rebound, Cascia. It's Criddle getting it over to Lowe. And Walker's going to get his guys set into the offense. Swings it over to Lowe. He's guarded by Cam. Lowe takes a deep corner 3. No good. Too strong. Rebound, Catron. Over to Blake now. Eagles on the fast break. Getting it over to Price. Price quickly lets a corner 3 ball go. Got it! And he turns around and stares down the Cascia bench. The distraction was to no avail. Rejoice leads 3-0. Walker responds with a quick 3 of his own. And that's how quickly these guys can score. This could very well be another back-and-forth affair like we just saw with the girls' game. Price has it at the logo. Okafueze's got it on the left wing, swings it over to Catron. Catron drives, gets it over to Price, top of the key, driving inside, trying to create contact, and does, and gets the tough finish to go. Price has got all 5 to start this one. Lowe trying to drive inside. Cam and Zizi having no part of it. Walker trying to take another 3, thought about it, decided against it, trying to put the moves on Okafueze. Stops, hangs from the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Cascia. Duffy drives inside, basket's good. 5 up here. Nero draws the double team, driving inside is ZZ, out to Catron. Catron takes a left corner 3, no good, missed a little bit to the right. Blake tried to grab the rebound, but it was taken away. Commodore on the fast break. Lowe able to convert, 7-5 Cascia. Okafueze now driving inside, trying to create contact, stops, spins, steps through, basket shot is no good. It looked like it was going to roll in. Nonetheless, Cascia able to get the rebound. Getting it over to Walker. He's got it on the near sideline now, swings it over to Lowe. Over to Burris. Burris trying to get it inside to Criddle, but it is stripped away by Camion. Got to get it across midcourt now, and they do. Tipped away by Walker. Came able to get it over to David. Inside now to Okafueze. Stops, he draws the double team, goes up anyway and gets the tough basket to go for 2. 7 up your score. Lowe now gets it over to Duffy. Duffy stops, hangs short corner, too strong, rebounds easy. Blake's got it now on the fast break. Slowing it down a little bit, back over to ZZ. Far sideline over to Camion. Over to Blake now. Eagles just trying to get set in their motion, playing very patient. High ball screen there from ZZ. David driving inside. Swings it over to Cam. Thought about taking the three. Advised against it. Steps through and gets the tough left-handed layup to go. That is a freshman, folks. Cascia looking to respond. Shot is up and no good. Rebound Blake. Getting it over to Nero. Driving inside, crosses over, steps through, and gets the basket to go. Nero showing off that quick first step that he has and is able to get the basket to go. And the tough left-handed layup from Burris is good. 11-9 your score in favor of the Eagles. David being met by Walker almost immediately after receiving the inbound. But David more than able to hold his own. Swings it over to Blake on the right wing. He's guarded by Lowe. Skip pass over to Catron. Took a while to get there. A little bit of contact there from Duffy. Gets it back out to Nero. 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. Nero swings it over to Catron. Little dribble handoff over to Nero. Thought about taking it back up to the top. Drives baseline left. Right-handed reverse layup is good. Compton Nero has taken over here in the first quarter. He's got 6 early. Duffy now getting it inside to Criddle. He mishandles it, gets it back out to Burris. Low jab steps on Camiani. Didn't bite on it. Back over to Walker now, guarded by ZZ. Driving inside is Burris. Stops. Blake able to get the block. And the Eagles now have numbers, 4-on-5. Price driving inside, stops, takes the three. No good, rattles in and out. Burris now has it. On the fast break, gets it over inside, and it is good from Duffy. And an early timeout is called by Coach Billingsley, but it is a solid start for the Eagles, leading 13-11 behind a stretch of tough layups made by Camion Compton Nero to start this one. I mean, he's just a freak athlete, man. There's reasons he's getting looked at, so young, by these universities for football and maybe even for basketball here in the future. You never know. He's got plenty of time to develop, and that's the scary thing for other teams is this kid's got plenty of time to develop and grow, and with somebody like Billingsley, who really is a player's coach, his potential is the roof. His ceiling is the roof, rather. One thing I've liked so far is Rejoice has done a solid job of staying patient. They're not rushing anything. They're getting set into their offense. They're making smart passes. They're not being rattled by the double teams and traps that they bring as they're about to bring one right here. David swinging it over to Nero. He's guarded by Burris on the far sideline. At about the volleyball line. Thought about the give and go to ZZ. ZZ swings it over to Blake. Blake drives inside. Thought about the mid-range J. Getting it over to Wilson, who has just checked in. Skip pass out to Nero. Right wing three. Got it! He's got 9. What a start. Ooh, solid move there from Lowe. Drive inside, but it's blocked away. Eagles now on the fast break. Wilson getting it over to Okafueze, mishandled it. The driving kick has been there all night long so far for the Eagles. Criddle drives inside. He mishandles it. And the ball will go to Rejoice. Catering going to check quickly back in for Blake. Give him a quick rest. That's one thing Coach Billingsley has been doing. He makes these quick substitutions. Having a different lineup there every, 2 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes roughly. It's a new lineup. David immediately met with a double team, getting it over to Catron. And now it's a little bit of a scramble to get back on defense for Cascia, but they do. David's got it at the logo. He's guarded by Lowe. Nero top of the key now. That's a mismatch. Kicks it out to Catron. Corner three is up. Got it! Noah Catron checks in and makes an impact. 19-11 your score. Lowe swings it over to Tried to get it inside to Criddle, but Wilson able to intercept that one, getting it over to Price. Thought about taking the three. Back over to Wilson. Wilson back over to Catron. Trying to get it back outside. Obviously, Rejoice looking to take the final shot. Catron picked up his dribble, gets it over to Blake. 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. A little bit of a scramble for the ball there. Driving inside. Oh, fouled hard by Wilson. Shiflett will go to the line for two.
Shooting foul since number 14. Hudson Shiflett to the line. Shooting two.
And he misses the first one. Shiflett does make the second one, so 19-12 is your score. 14 seconds to go. Excuse me. 10 seconds now. David trying to create a little bit of contact. Stops, drives inside, steps through, draws the foul. It's going to be on the floor. So they'll be able to draw something up underneath. Foul's on Burris. And that's one thing David does really well. He's able to draw that contact. ZZ off the inbound. Driving inside, 3 seconds now, steps through, foul's not going to be called. He's going to lose his footing. It's a travel. Coach B's yelling out to man up, don't give up anything stupid. Buzzer sounds, that one's not going to count. He makes it, that does not count. It wasn't even close. Well after the buzzer sounded. You can sell it all you want. We don't have replay, and even if we did, they would show it wasn't even remotely close. That was that was almost a perfect first quarter from Rejoice. With that, all that being said, the patience is something, like I said, that I have noticed almost from the opening tip. They've done a tremendous job swinging the ball around. They're not forcing anything crazy. They're relying on that driving kick because that's what Cascia likes to do. They like to bring these risky traps and double teams, especially when they get it inside to guys like ZZ, or if they get it into Cam if he's driving inside. Those driving kicks have been there all night long, and they're going to continue to be there all night long. And I don't see, unless Cascia makes an adjustment, those three-pointers are going to be there all night long. And with this white-hot start that the Eagles have had from beyond the arc, I really don't see how they're going to slow them down. So, again, a tremendous first quarter. Still 19-12, though. Cassia's holding their own, obviously showing why they're a top 3 team in the state. Hudson Sipes has checked in for Cascia. Eagles looking to continue this great start that they've had on both ends. Lowe getting it into play here. Low skip pass over to Shiflett, takes a 3-ball, no good. Rebound Catron. Over to Nero. Back over to Catron. Over to Blake now. Blake taking his time, being really conservative, stopping, spinning, crossing over, slips inside to ZZ, and he gets the backdoor cut. And that creates an easy go-ahead basket for him, 21-12 your score. Sipes looking to respond, getting it over to Burris. 3 balls up, and it rattles in. You got to think Cassia's going to get a little bit more aggressive. Blake's got it on the near sideline, gets it over to Nero. Back over to Catron. Catron, quick dribble handoff back to Nero. Stutter step, spins, and goes up with it, almost gets it to go. And Oklahoma with a good effort to try to keep that one in play, but unable to do so. Right over to Shiflett, 3-ball, not even close. Score stays 21-15. Price now bringing it up for the Eagles. Ogfueze, top of the key now. He's guarded by Shiflett. Rather, Sipes. Camion left wing, three ball, no good. Blake able to get the rebound, though. Gets it over to Price. Price drives middle. Swings it back out to Nero. Nero driving toward the middle. Tried getting it inside to ZZ. Hot hands, able to hang on to it a little bit, but he's going to be out of bounds. The ball was live there on that possession. Burris, top of the key. Shiflett swings it back over to Lowe. Whistle's called. It's an offensive foul. Foul is on Camion, but that is his first. Catron's going to take a quick seat, and in comes Holt Wilson.
Number 11, Holt Wilson checking in for the Royals.
Lowe now swings it to Shiflett. Blake able to get his hand in there, not able to tip it away, though. Lowe drives inside, stops, hangs from the elbow, gets it to go. That's a pro-level shot there, man. You don't see a lot of people effectively shooting the mid-range like that in high school. Camion's got it on the left wing now, guarded by Burris. Billingsley barking out what to get them set in. Wilson fights to a screen there. Blake looked into Ogfueze, didn't like the look. Nero's got it, far corner, swings it back up to Blake, back to Nero. Nero now directing traffic, under 5 to play now. Dangerous pass over to Blake, he's able to get it though. Back over to Price, and this is what I'm talking about, this patience that they've been showing so far. High ball screen there from Ogfueze, they switch. Skip pass over to Blake, right wing three is good! Zach Blake knocking down the triple, 24-17. Got to keep your foot on the gas here. Burris, right wing three, trying to respond. No good, rattles in and out. Rebound, Ogfueze. Over to Wilson. Price now drives baseline, skip pass over to Blake. Left corner, three, nylon! And a timeout is called. Rejoice leads by 10, 27-17. This is probably the best I have seen them play all year in the games that I have called. This is the best start I've seen them have. I mean, the patience on offense, the tenacity they're having on defense. They're flying around, they're communicating, they're making smart passes. They're not over-gambling. They're doing a tremendous job on both ends. Coach Billingsley had a great game plan going in so far. Hopefully they can keep it up. Just keep your foot on the gas is all I can say. And, you know, not for nothing. It is, you know, this is a tough environment to play in. You know, this gym gets pretty daggum loud. So, you know, it's really hard to be playing in this condition on the road. So, you know, the Rejoice faithful, I'm thanking you guys. You guys are as much a part of this team as, you know, any other player is. Lowe swings it over to Duffy. Duffy gets it over to Walker. Haven't called his name in a while. Drives inside, kicks it back out to Burris. Left wing three ball, no good, missed it left. Rebound Criddle. Back out to Lowe, thought about it, got Blake and Cam jumping. His three ball's no good. Rebound Criddle again. Getting it back out to Walker. Walker's got the space. I think ZZ's letting him shoot that one all day long. Lowe's got it, top of the key, drives inside. Solid interior defense, no good. Rebound Ogfueze. Eagles trying to extend on the lead. Zach thought about taking the three, swings it over to Wilson. Wilson getting it inside to ZZ, kicks it back out to Price. Corner, three ball, no good, missed it short. Driving inside is Burris. Foul is going to be called. Got wrapped up a little bit there. Foul's on Wilson.
That's his second. Team second.
And it looks like we're going to have a sub. Noah Catron's going to check back into the game for Wilson. Let him have a quick seat. He does have a pair of fouls, so, you know, obviously Coach Billings is not wanting to run that risk of him playing the rest of this first half with two. Lowe swings it over to Burris. Or Duffy, rather. Criddle's shot is no good. Rebound, Okfueze on the fast break now. Getting it over to Catron. Catron takes one dribble, swings it back out to Price. Thought about taking the three, advises against it. Gets it over to Blake, who gets it over to Camion now. Inside now to Okfueze. One power dribble goes up, too strong, no good. Rebound Burris. Over to Walker now. Stutters, drives inside, stops, spins, picks up his dribble. Gets it back out to Duffy. Duffy, left wing, three ball, got it. Tough shot. Catron was there, just wasn't there quite enough. 27-20 your score, about two and a half to go here in the first half. Got to get it across half court now. Guarded by Walker as Price gets it over to ZZ. Dribble handoff over to Nero. Price now getting it inside to ZZ, likely bringing the double team. Skip pass over to Blake. Blake penetrates, picks it up, kicks it back out to Cam. Cam bringing it over to the near sideline now. Off-ball foul's going to be called on Criddle. You know, we're used to hearing, you know, ZZ getting a bunch of points now, but he's, you know, off to a pretty slow start. But what he is, you know, not really done in the scoring department, he is dishing out and getting his teammates tremendous looks, which is obviously, you know, the game plan going in, because you know Cascia is going to collapse and bring double, even triple teams, which are going to leave these shooters wide open, and it has paid dividends so far. 2 minutes to play now here in the first half. Catron's got it, swings it over to Camion. Back up to Blake, thought about taking the three, swings it over to Price. Price driving inside, tried kicking it out to Catron. He gets it. Back over to Price, minute 46 to play now. Over to Nero, back over to Blake. Tremendous patience. Ball is tipped out of bounds. That is Duffy. Duffy playing solid on-ball defense, able to pluck that one away from Blake. Joyce's time of possession, I mean, it looks like the Eagles have had this, you know, had the ball way more. And they're doing a tremendous job on offense, just milking this clock. ZZ's got it at the elbow, drives inside, draws the foul, awkward landing. That could have been scary. A little bit of an awkward landing there, but nonetheless, he is going to go to the line, and he appears to be okay. And ZZ knocking down his first free throw. Extends this lead to 8. Scheifelett's going to check in for Criddle, who's got a pair of fouls now. He's obviously kind of like their wrecking ball in the paint. He's their big guy, so they don't want him getting into any more foul trouble than he needs to here in the first half. Likely his final outing in the first. And ZZ knocking down both free throws. We love to see that. 29-20 your score. Lowe driving on Nero, trying to draw the contact, and he gets his own rebound, and the putback basket is good. 29-22 your score. Minute 10 to play in the first half. Price getting the double team. They're trying to reach for it. Gets it over to ZZ in the high post. Get in over to Nero. Just under a minute to play now. Okfueze swinging it over to Price. He's got it at about the volleyball line. 45 seconds to play now. Eagles being very conservative will likely take the final shot. Price drives inside, kicks it out to Blake. Blake drives baseline, draws the double team. It's tipped away by Duffy, and a kick ball is called. The officials again are late to call that, but nonetheless they do. Ball stays with the Eagles. Price to inbound. Getting it out to Catron. 32 seconds and counting to play here in the first half. 29-22 still your score. Price has got it at about the logo. Ovoise popping out, gets it at about the logo, swings it over to Cameo. 16 seconds to go. Tremendous clock management by the Eagles here. He's guarded by Duffy. 8 seconds to go now. 7 seconds. 6 to go. 5 seconds. 4. ZZ driving inside. Hangs. No good. A solid first half. Like I said, this is the best I've seen the Eagles play all year long. They have come out white hot on both ends of the floor. They lead this one 29-22. We're going to take a short 10-minute break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of our second game of the night between Rejoice and Cascia Hall. Eagles lead this one 29-22 behind a solid start from the freshman, Camion Compton-Nero, who's got 9 points, but 6 of those 9 came incredibly quick in the first quarter. And like I said before the break, guys, that was the best brand of basketball I have seen this team play all year long. So, you know, obviously Cassia's no pushover. They're not going to be going away anytime soon. Got to play a full 16 minutes here. Price to put it in play now. Guarded by Walker. Gets it over to Oakfueze in the high post, over to Catron. Catron corner three, right out the gate, no good. Rebound Walker. Over to Lowe now, guarded by Oakfueze, trying to put the moves on him. Drives inside, no good. Layup is in and out. And that's going to be off a Criddle. Ball goes back to the Eagles. Cascia now implementing a full court press here. Getting it over to Nero. He is guarded by Burris. Oakfueze now, he's got it. Spinning at the free throw line, mishandles it, turns it over. Cascia now on the fast break, it's Lowe. Driving inside on Price. Price doing a good job on defense. Stops, fades away, no good, missing it right. Rebound Nero. Over to Price now on the fast break, driving inside, gets it over to ZZ. Kicks it back out to Catron, thought about taking the three, back over to Price now, has Blake, didn't see him. Back over to Nero. Catron now in the corner. Back out to Compton Nero, back over to Blake. Eagles doing a tremendous job with ball movement here. Price driving inside on Duffy. Inside to ZZ, he's guarded by Burris. ZZ tried getting the shot, but it is tipped away by Burris. Good defense by him. Driving inside, and Duffy gets the fast break points. 29-24 now. Eagles are still in good shape here, 5-point lead. Doing a good job protecting the ball. Blake's got it now on the near sideline. High ball screen there from Oakfueze, stops, pops, three ball, no good. Solid look there though from Blake. Duffy driving inside, slips it over to Criddle. Criddle, nice pass. Timeout's quickly called by the Eagles, and just like that, Cascia has cut this lead down to 3. 29-26. You know, the thing is, Rejoice, the Eagles have gotten solid looks. Catron had a nice look from 3 to start the half. And then Blake just had a good look off a ball screen. The looks are still there. The shots are going to fall. Cascia is going to give you those looks. They're overconfident in their defense. They're gambling. And it has cost them throughout the first half. And I guarantee you it's going to be no different here in the second half. Even though they're making a little bit of a run here, that is absolutely no reason to stop and, you know, break and, you know, stop doing what you've been doing to an incredible effect here in the first half. So, obviously, both coaches have made adjustments here coming into the second half, so we'll just see how these guys are able to execute. Oakfueze to inbound. Gets it into Price. He's met immediately with a double team. Over to Compton Nero. Get past quickly over to Oakfueze. Gets it over to Catron in the corner. This is what I'm talking about. Catron nylon! Noah Catron knocks down another three ball, 32-26. And that aggressive defense, that's going to cost them as Burris stops, hangs from about the elbow. He misses it short. Rebound Oakfueze. Catron's got it now on the left wing. Getting it back over to Compton Nero. He is guarded by Lowe. Getting it over to ZZ. Skips it over quickly to Price. Price drives middle. Brings in the defense. Tough finish. Draws the foul and will go to the line for a pair. David quickly had 5 points to start this one. He's been quiet for the last, quarter and a half, but Looking to add on to that total right here.
That's his second.
First one rattles out, no good. Wilson will check in for Blake.
Checking in for the choice number 11, Holt Wilson.
And Price knocks down the second one. 33-26 your score. 5.5 to play here in the third. Walker now, near corner. Drives, stops, left or right wing three rather, no good. Rattles in and out, rebound, Okafueze. Nero's got it. Gets it stripped away there from Walker. He's able to retrieve it though. Back over to Okafueze. Drives inside, kicks out Wilson. Corner, three ball up, no good. Rebound, Cascia, low driving. Eagles now applying a little bit of pressure of their own. Low driving inside, draws the foul. It's going to be a shooting foul. Okay, he did get it off in time. It's going to be on Okafueze. That is his second. Yes, that is his second foul.
Number 10, Dallas.
Nothing to be too alarmed about, though. Eagles have done a solid job playing defense all night. And Lowe's going to get the lucky roll and knock down his first free throw, cutting the lead down to 6. And he's going to go perfect at the line. 33-28 your score, 4:44 to play in the third. Nero driving inside now, swings it back out to Price, back out to Nero, left wing. He's going to stop and get his guys set. Wilson swings it over to Price on the far sideline. Just dribbling it around, getting, waiting for the right look, waiting for the right opportunity. Catron setting a high ball screen. Now they're going to switch it. Criddle on Price now. Price driving inside on the big man. He's going to get that one swatted away. Not a wise shot. Cascia on the fast break. Camion able to get in front there. Criddle cutting inside. Didn't see him. Low drives inside now. Loses his footing. They're going to call a foul on that. That wasn't a foul at all. Lowe just lost his footing and flailed his body. Burris, left wing three, no good, rattles in and out. Rebound, Compton Nero. Eagles now, Billingsley telling his guys to push the pace. Price now, driving toward the middle, squeezes them in, kicks it back out to Catron, stops, lets the three go, no good, misses it left. Duffy now on the fast break, nobody in front of him. He's going to throw that one down. 33-30 your score. Catron quick dribble handoff to Compton Nero. Driving inside, Euro steps through, tough finish. I didn't know if that one was going to go in. It got the lucky roll. Nero's got 11. It's 35-30 your score. Criddle has it at the elbow. He's guarded by Catron. Loses his footing. Nothing is going to be called. There was no foul to be called there. And a late double dribble call. It was tipped. And the officials are going to call an incredibly late double dribble as Catron was on the move. And the officials are playing it off like, oh, we didn't see it. That's I'm not normally one to criticize officials, but that was ridiculous. Burris off the inbound corner three, got it. Cutting the lead down to 2, 35-33. Eagles needing a bucket now. Take away the momentum. Okafueze's got it, top of the key now. Swings it over to Catron. Compton Nero in the corner, inside Okafueze. Back out to Compton Nero. He's driving middle, spins inside. Tough finish! Camion Compton Nero. Tough finish inside. He's got 13. Three ball rattles in and out from Duffy. It was a solid look in transition. Eagles got to do a better job getting back. Contanero now. Stops, stutters, brings him back out. 2:16 to play in the third. Ofueze's got it now. Swings it back over to Camion. Driving inside, stops, goes up, no good, not enough. He got hit in the face. Scratched in the eye or something. Eagles have numbers. Goaltending is going to be called, or a foul or something. And they're not going to call it for Camion getting murdered down here. Okay, that was a little excessive, but he got whacked down there, and they didn't call anything. And they're going to call that tic-tac foul on Ofueze. And fans now yelling back and forth at one another. Duffy at the line. Gets the first one to roll in. Duffy's got 15. Leading scorer for Cascia tonight. Make it 16. 2-point ball game. Camion appears to be better now after being a little shaken up there on the other end. Getting it over to Ofueze. Wilson's got at the volleyball line. He's met immediately by Lowe. Swings it over to Camion. Camion driving inside, putting his back to somebody, spinning around, draws the contact. Foul is called, and he is going to go to the line for two. Third foul on Burris, who despite having only 5 points has had several good looks from three and has been mere inches away from converting on a few of them. Camion knocks down his first free throw. Catron will have a seat. In comes Zach Blake. And Nero goes 2 for 2 at the line, 39-35. Duffy driving on Price. Price trying to reach around. Tough layup there by Duffy. Wilson hits the deck. Foul's going to be called on him. That's going to be Wilson's third, and Coach Billingsley has a tough decision to make here. It looks like he's going to keep him in for a moment. Playing with 3 fouls. As Duffy's going to knock down another free throw to cut this lead down to 3. Two-point game now, 39-37. Minutes 17 to play in the third. Ofueze now has it. Swings it over to Price. Price gets a ball screen from him. Retreats back out, gets it over to Wilson on the right wing. Inside now to Ofueze. Stops, kicks it back out to Blake. Thought about taking the three, swings it back out to Contanero. In the corner now, 55 seconds to play now. Stops, drives inside. Tough baskets, good again. I have said that over and over tonight, but that is just what Camion has been doing from the opening tip, making these tough baskets. He's got 17. Lowe's jump shot is no good. Rebound Blake, 38 seconds to go. Wilson now swings it over to Price. Just going to reset and likely take the final shot here of the third. 30 seconds and counting now, 27-26. $15 seconds to go now, 41-37 your score. Price with it, he's got 6. Guarded by Criddle. Driving inside, loses the ball. Walker's able to get the steal, 4 seconds. 3 seconds, he gets the breakaway layup to go, cutting the lead down to 2. And that is going to do it for the third quarter. Put your fours up, folks. This one's going to be the most important 8 minutes. 41-39 your score in favor of the Eagles. well, not necessarily the worst quarter of play by any means. There were a lot of bright spots in that third quarter, but there were a little bit of holes showing there for the Eagles. Got to clean up a few things. Can't make those lazy passes. I've noticed they've started making a few of these lazy skip passes that these tremendous athletes from Cascia have been able to intercept and, get, fast break baskets like Walker was able to right there. I'd say going into the fourth quarter, you have got to do a better job of containing Duffy. He's got 18. And, honestly, just keep getting the ball to Camion and let him just create for everybody else. He's done a tremendous job of that all night long, spreading the ball dish into his teammates and then converting on tough baskets.
Here we go into the fourth period. 8 minutes on the clock. It's game time.
All right, folks, final 8 minutes here. 41-39. And here we go. Low high ball screen there from Duffy. Low tried skipping it over to Duffy. Price able to get on the floor. Duffy's three ball got it. Duffy's got 21 now. And Cascia has taken the lead for the first time in a long time, 42-41. Odfueze now takes one quick dribble, gets it over to Blake. Blake doing a great job of staying strong there, swings it over to Wilson. Wilson over to Camion. Odfueze high ball screen, expect the switcher. Camion didn't use it, goes left. A good look there. It looked like it was going to get the roll, and it didn't. Low, wow, going coast to coast. Loses the ball. Ball's on the floor. A couple of Eagles are there with Criddle. Jump ball is called. Not sure where the possession arrow is going, though. And the Eagles have possession now. Odfueze now to inbound. Going to get into Price. It's going to be one-on-one now. He's guarded by Walker. Only a minute now has gone by here in the fourth quarter, excuse me. Odfueze now driving inside. They're going to say it was tipped or something, but ZZ is able to convert on that basket. He's got 8 now. 43-42 your score. I was afraid they were going to call him for a travel there. Walker now guarded by Blake. Walker now driving inside, steps through, kicks it over to Criddle. Wilson does a great job tipping that one out of bounds. That was a sure basket for Cascia. But Wilson did a good job there tipping it away. Duffy there, three ball off the inbound. Got it. Duffy is white hot tonight. 24 for him. 45-43. Odfueze now trying to drive inside, stripped away by Walker. Cascia now has the numbers driving inside, misses the layup, but it is tipped in by Duffy. 47-43 now, 26 for Duffy. Cascia's going to have to call a timeout. Or not Cascia, Rejoice. I mean, Duffy's the only guy doing remotely anything on offense. The other guys can't hit water in a boat right now. And Duffy is just knocking down everything. So just really sell out on him, make him drive inside, make him finish something tough, make him earn him at the free throw line. Slow this game down because Cash is going to start running away with it and turn it into a track meet because that's what they want to do. They play incredibly similar to Lincoln. They want to turn this game into a track meet and just run you up and down the floor and bait you into making these mistakes because you're tired. They're playing like a hungry shark would be looking for its prey. It hits it once, waits for it to kind of just, get weak and, bleed out or whatever it may be, and then they go on the attack, and that's what Cash is trying to do right now by just running Rejoice out of the gym and then capitalizing on that, on their, fatigue. So hopefully Coach Billingsley's done his fair share of conditioning with these guys because it's looking like Cash is starting to, find a little bit of a groove here. Eagles going to need something quick. They're down 4. Plenty of time left. Like I said, plenty of time. But it's going to be really hard to stop Duffy, who has 26 tonight, 26 of the 47. You shut him down, your chances to win this game drastically increase. You've been in control most of this game. Should be Eagles ball. Ogfueze gets it over to Wilson. Gets it back over to Zizi, slowly bringing it up. Gets it back to Wilson, who gets it over to Camion. Camion running the one now as Price is taking a seat. Wilson's got it, gets it over to Camion. Wanting the foul, didn't get it. Driving inside, wanted another foul, not going to get it. Driving inside is Walker. Blocking foul is called, and the basket is good. I don't know, that one was close. Walker at the line for one. And he gets it. 50-43 now your score. Cascia has a comfortable lead. And with 5:47 to play, plenty of time left. Plenty of time to chip away at this lead. Gonna need a basket quick though. Blake's got it on the right wing. Trying to make a move on Walker. Foul is going to be called on the floor. Walker's gonna get called with the push. If there's anybody you really want to attack, it's going to be Burris. He's got 3.
Fouls on number 1 for Cascia. That's his first. Team first.
Blake gets it into Nero. 5.5 to play in the game. Skip pass over to Catron. He's guarded by Shiflett. Driving inside Camion. They're going to call a block there. Call it one way, got to call it the other way. Camion a little slow to get up. He appears to be okay. And I'm not really sure what the officials are discussing here, if it was an offensive or defensive foul. I have never seen more discussion among officials in one game. This must be a new crew. And after conferring, we're going to get the call here. They're confused. I don't know what's going on here. The silence is loud here as the official is conferring with both coaches. Obviously probably discussing why they're probably going to... I'm not entirely sure what they're discussing. I'm not even going to try to make an observation here. I would think maybe because it was on back-to-back possessions, there were blocking fouls called. Not sure if one was on the floor and one was not. It looked like they were both in the motion of shooting. Sure are milking this game. It is past 9 o'clock now. Any other crew would have this one done. And it looks like they're going to call it on the floor. Okay, never mind. They are going to give Cammy on the free throws. I think maybe they were discussing whether it was on the floor or if it was... I'm not entirely sure. This is a very interesting officiating crew. I have not seen as much discussion among officials as I have tonight, and that goes back to when I was playing and the games that I've called in these past couple of years. I don't know what could possibly... Like, they are just conferring for everything. And they're going to call, it looks like it's on the floor. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me how that exact same call resulted in a free throw down here. And now on this end, it's going to be on the floor, and they're going to have to do an out-of-bounds play. They were both in the motion of shooting. Both players didn't have their feet set, apparently. It's a blocking foul. He was in the motion of shooting. And he's going to go to the line. They finally got it right, folks. They figured it out. Let's give them a round of applause. After what felt like 5 minutes of discussion, we are finally going to get back into play. Cammion's going to go to the line for a couple of free throws. Misses the first one left.
Checking in for the Joyce, number 2, David Price.
Camion knocks down the second free throw, so 44-50 now, just over 5 to play. Finally back in action. Lowe's got it, drives mid-range, stops, hangs, tough shot, he gets it to go. Lowe now in double figures, he's got 10, 52-44 your score. A little bit of a mismatch here. Blake tried getting down there, gets it over to Nero. 5 minutes to play now. Getting it over to Okwueze now, driving inside. Stops, hangs, tough basket's good. 6-point game now, 52-46. Eagles needing a stop in a major way here. Do not commit a foul. Lowe stops, same spot, gets it to go, same result. Dallas Lowe going 2 for 2 on these last couple of possessions. He's got 12 now, 54-46. And ZZ losing his footing again. That's been a trend for him all season long. He's going to get called with the travel. And Noah Catron has checked in for the Eagles. Zach Blake will have a seat. And a timeout is called by Cascia Hall. All right, folks, I'm just going to be honest. I am not one to be, as open about discussing officiating. But this crew in both games have had several, without a doubt, questionable calls on both ends. Some things Joyce has gotten away with that I don't think would normally fly. Some things Cascia's done that I don't think they got away with. It's gone both ways. I'm not sitting here saying it's been all Cascia Hall by any means. There have been several times where Joyce in both games have gotten away with a few things. But this last discussion, I have not seen a discussion among officials at this level for that length of time over something as simple as a very obvious shooting foul. And then they're just missing several calls inside. I know it's both ways. Like I said, we've fouled down here too, but they have fouled a lot as well, and they're getting away with it. I am not by any means saying it's, unfair. I'm just saying this officiating crew, maybe they're a newer crew. So for those of you watching that at home that are maybe frustrated like I am, it might be a newer crew. Because this has just been a roller coaster of a game. Cascia now has an 8-point lead, looking to put that into double digits with 4.5 to play. Wilson trying to bring the double team now on Lowe. Lowe's driving inside. Loses it, goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Rejoice. Eagles need to start scoring. They needed to start scoring like yesterday. Getting it into Price now. Camion's got it now, top of the key. Driving inside, tough shot, no good. ZZ rebounds it, goes back up. No foul is called. Go figure, right as I was talking about it. And a foul is called down here. A push on Catron. Unbelievable. 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 These last few minutes have been one-sided, I will say that. ZZ gets mauled down here. They don't call it. It's a tic-tac foul down here. They blow the whistle faster than you can say whoops. Walker makes his first free throw. Walker clanks his second one off the front iron. Rebound Camion. 55-46 your score. Got to get a bucket now. Driving inside, Camion finally gets a whistle, and he's going to go to the line for two. And it looks like Zach Blake will be checking back into the game. Question is for who? This is for 20 for Camion. Maybe next time. Catron will have a quick seat. Zach Blake checks back into the game for the Eagles. And he doesn't come up completely empty. He's going to make his second one. He's got 19, 55-47 your score. Leads now 8 for Cascia. But you got to make those free throws down the stretch, man. That's where they matter. Walker now uncovered, driving inside, hangs. Shot is no good. Rebound, Blake. Getting it over to Nero. Solid play there by Zach Blake. Good rebound and way to stay calm and get it out before falling out of bounds. Nero now putting the moves on Walker. Another whistle is called. And, you know, as much as I don't want to say it, I don't want to hear it, Cascia. They have gotten away with way worse tonight. Seems like the officials are trying to make up for lost time here. Camion dishes it over to ZZ. ZZ contact. He will go to the line for a couple of free throws. Look, boys, they need these to cut the lead down to 6. And Criddle's going to be checking back in for Shiflett. Shiflett practically a non-factor. ZZ now in double figures. He does have 10. This for 12. Knocks down the first free throw. The crisp sound of the swish echoes throughout the gym. Lead is now 7, just over 3 to play. And despite a little girl screaming her lungs out, ZZ is able to knock down both free throws and cut the lead down to 6, 55-49. Criddle's got it, near sideline now. He's guarded by Blake. Duffy, he has been on fire tonight. Double team brought by Wilson, swings it back out to Shiflett. Guess he did not end up checking out of the game after all. He is guarded by Price. Price doing a tremendous job staying in front of him. Camion brings the double team, and a timeout is going to be called before Camion can inevitably pluck that one away. Shiflett being incredibly lazy with the ball there.
It's a full timeout.
Cannot turn your back to somebody like Camion, who is a tremendous athlete and can come up from anywhere and pluck the ball away. He's done it on multiple occasions tonight. My goodness. What a night this has been for basketball. How about it? This is what you live for. These are the type of games that, you know, make or break a team. You know, Joyce, they've done a tremendous job. They have not laid down. They have continued punching and fighting back despite adversity, despite questionable calls from the officials. Like I said, it's been, you know, questionable calls, no calls both ways all night long. And, you know, down 6, plenty of time left. Looks like the officials are starting to blow their whistles a little bit more, you know, for us too, which is always, you know, a good thing to have, because it seemed like they couldn't even buy a foul down here, but just no matter what they did. All right, 2:43 left. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Cascia has 5 fouls, Joyce has 3, so the Eagles are now in the bonus, I believe. And more discussion with the officials. The amount of kumbayas we've had tonight are insane. Walker able to retrieve the inbound. Wilson there to meet him. Expect some trapping and double teams now from the Eagles. Hopefully they don't give up anything stupid. 2.5 to play now. Walker's got it at near midcourt. Forcing him middle. Driving his Walker. Slips it inside to Criddle. No good. Tipped away. Foul is called. Foul is called. That one's going to be on Blake, I believe. And it is. That's just his first, though, so he's got plenty to give.
Team third foul. It is a shooting foul, number 22. Nicholas Criddle is at the line.
Criddle at the line for 2. Gets the first one to go. Leads back up to 7. And he goes perfect at the line, 2 for 2, 57 to 49 your score. 2:20 to play. Eagles needing something, anything, to just get going again. ZZ driving inside. Stops, goes up. That shot is no good. No contact there. Shiflett, unable to hang on to it, gets it over to ZZ. ZZ now driving inside. Stops, hangs, baskets, good, and one! Oakvalaise will go to the line to cut this down to 5.
The basket is good. The foul is number 13. That is his second.
Catron will check in for Blake. ZZ, you know, he's had basically no breaks. He has played the entirety of this game. I don't believe I've seen him take a seat once tonight. He's got 14. And again, despite a little girl screaming, it is not going to matter. He's able to knock down the go-ahead free throw. 57-52, under 2 minutes to play now. Cascia in possession. Walker's got it. He's met by Wilson. Wilson doing a solid job, staying sound, not reaching, not gambling, keeping him in front of him. Getting it over to Lowe. Guarded by Oakvalaise. Oakvalaise able to poke that one away. It's going to stay with Cascia. But a good job nonetheless. Good hands. That's what he's getting recruited for, ladies and gentlemen. Catron gave Criddle inside. Tough layup is good. Not sure why we would force somebody baseline with little to no help on the backside, but 59-52 your score. Got to get a bucket now. Minute 20 to play. ZZ drives, spins, goes up, got it! Got to bring pressure now. Low, in control now. Catron brings the double team, skip pass over to Duffy. He's got 26. Walker now, double teamed, and a timeout is called.
Timeout. That's a ball.
Under a minute to play now, 59-54 the score.
It's a 30-second time.
I don't know, folks. This is it's a tale of two halves, that's for sure. And that's not me saying the Eagles have played bad in the second half. They've done a solid job, but obviously that first half was near perfect on both ends, and they've shown a little, had a little bit of a lapse here in the second. So you have under a minute. You have 2 timeouts left. You're on defense. You need to get a stop. You need to get a stop.
59 seconds on the clock. Cascia with the ball.
Walker to inbound. Criddle now guarded by Catron. 56 seconds to go. Criddle driving inside. Swings it out to Scheifele. Or Scheifele. Driving inside is Lowe. Tipped away. Retrieved by Lowe. 46 seconds now. They got a foul. Oakville does foul Walker. And you could just see the frustration for Coach Billingsley. He had a solid game plan, but just mental lapses and an incredible night here from Memphis Duffy. 26 points. I mean, that's hard to overcome as Walker does miss his first free throw. Plenty of time though, but I mean, I'm just saying, like the second half, letting Duffy get hot really has been the deciding factor in this one. Walker knocks down the second free throw. 6-point game, 60-54. 42 seconds to go now. Camion quickly bringing it up, pushing the pace, driving inside, stops, spins. No foul is called. Ball stays with Rejoice. Cascia wanting a foul. They're not going to get it. And it was out of bounds. It's going to go to Cascia. Timeout's called. I don't know, folks.
Correction. Possession is to Cascia Hall.
And the officials, once again, not sure what's what and decided to give possession to Cascia, I guess. I have no idea. And this isn't me trying to overreact. I have no idea what these officials are doing. 1 minute it's one thing, and then 10 seconds later they're calling something completely different. So I have absolutely no idea what is going on. This is the weirdest game I have ever seen officiated. I don't know exactly what is going through their minds. Like I said, they might be a new crew. I have no idea. Running out of time, though. Walker to inbound now. Obviously, heavy pressure is going to be coming from Rejoice. Duffy now off the inbound, 34 seconds now. Skip pass over to Criddle. Got a foul and foul quick. And they do, sending Criddle to the line. Foul's on Compton Nero. That's his fourth. Fourth. That's what I thought. Critter's going to rattle in the first one. 7-point game now. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. 30 seconds to play now. Eagles need a miracle. Down 8. Blake gets it over to Price. Price, corner three ball is up. No good. Misses it short. Rebound low. Trying to foul, and they do, and that's pretty much going to do it. Tale of two halves, folks. Obviously not the outcome Eagles are wanting, but they fought till the very end, though. And I will say it doesn't matter what you're doing, what level you're at, it's hard to overcome questionable officiating. Low rattles in the first free throw. And Jaden Foote will check into the game, likely trying to get a quick three ball. Wilson will have a seat. And that'll be the last we see from him. Logo's perfect from the line. Double-digit lead now for the Eagles, or for Cascia. I wish it was for the Eagles. Compton swings it over to David. David steps back. 3-ball is up. Got it. Doesn't matter. It's a 7-point game. And that's going to do it. Your final from Rejoice Gym, Cascia Hall 64, Rejoice 57. It was a tale of two halves. It was back and forth, and then Cascia with, a solid run and an incredible performance from Memphis Duffy. 26 points for him and just, playing solid down the stretch, doing an incredible job, pulling away with the win. Tremendous effort by both teams. Eagles fought hard. I don't think they have anything to hang their hats over. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening and watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Good evening and God bless.